So you could say that Nordstrom was my first professional job, but it was happening congruently with school. So I'd say after 5 years at Nordstrom, I was very old, 23. I realized that I wanted to get closer to source on products. So in Nordstrom, I had, worked through the buying office and stuff like that. I was seeing product lines come to me that I was, helping choose from and buy off of and stuff like that. But I wasn't at the place where I was actually making the product. And I really wanted to seek that out. And so after those 5 years at Nordstrom at the age of 23, I started looking for roles that would allow me to actually make the product and look into like the manufacturing sector. And that's actually what brought me to Levi's, which I would say is my true first professional office corporate job that wasn't on the sales floor of a retail establishment. And it was really interesting how I chose the job at Levi's. And again, I credit, like I have all these pivot points in my life, and I credit the Levi's how I chose the job at Levi's as a pivot point for me, because I was actually offered two jobs in the company at the same time. One was with the Levi's brand, and then one was with an up and coming set of brands that they were building out to allow them to reach a different part of the marketplace. And so it really was the more entrepreneurial side of the company. So you have this 160-year-old company that's got a 160-year-old brand of Levi's, also now looking at starting up some new brands that didn't have any equity in the marketplace. And so I decided to do the new brands, to take the equity path, because what spoke to me was the ability to be an entrepreneur with the backing of this big 160-year-old company and start something from scratch that you could really build out the brand value proposition, who the consumer is going to be, how you wanted to set up in the marketplace and really start it from scratch. And so that for me really seemed like of the two jobs, the sexier one, the one that would allow me to really like dig into some stuff. And I think looking back at that, I again credit that decision for where I am today, because it was such an entrepreneurial role. Not only was I doing merchandising, which was what my kind of core competency was in, but it allowed me to also do marketing and design and general management and understand sales. And really, again, back to that like entrepreneurial mindset, you're kind of doing it all. And so I could really hone my merchandising skills, but then it allowed me to really understand the rest of everything, which if you fast forward to today is how I am where I am today. So I made a good decision at 23 to take that more entrepreneurial one, but it really was the decision that I think set me up for where I am today.